I'm going to make some preformed mugwort cones, moxa cones, that can be made up in advance and dried and then stored and used when needed. So these are some of the things I need to do it. I have the mugwort powder, which I got from grinding moxa leaves, mugwort leaves into moxa floss, and then you sift to get the powder out, and I retain the powder so that I can sometimes use it for other things. It's just one way of not wasting stuff. In my little bowl, I've got on my right the mugwort powder. It could be sifted again to make it finer. It's not as fine as you might make pills with, but we don't need it to be overly fine. On the left, I have something called makko, makko, which is used in incense making. It will help bind the dough together, and it also burns. If you use, let's say, flour to bind the dough together, it won't burn. So that's what I have here, just those two ingredients. I could add other things. I could add cinnamon. I could add Sichuan pepper, ground up. I could add, cloves, dingxiang. I could add all kinds of herbs to this if I wanted to make an herbal mixture, but I'm keeping it simple today. So I'm going to mix the ingredients, 2 ingredients plus water. I put approximately equal portions of each thing, although I didn't measure. I just used the spoon and put 1 spoonful of each thing. Okay. And then this is just plain water, and we need it to make a dough. Okay. This is for making incense cones, but I'm going to make moxa cones with it. So you close it up and you put the clamp on, and now you can pack this with the dough, open it up, and the dough should come right out, and then you let the incense cones dry. They can't dry inside of here. Okay. Got this on eBay. If you search for incense cone mold, you'll find a bunch of vendors have these kind of things. So one issue, though, we have to talk about is that this isn't really the right shape for a moxa cone. I could hand form it, by the way, but it's nicer to use the mold. It looks a little more even and stuff. Anyway, you don't want it so tall and thin, because the stuff that's burning up at the top, the smoke just goes in the air, but the patient isn't feeling any heat yet. So I'm just going to actually pack, the bottom part of this for some of them, but I'm going to also show you a different trick for others of these. So These cones, by the way, will either be used on top of something like ginger or like a Moxa cookie, a Moxa cake, which I'll make another video about. They're not burned directly on the skin, or if they are, you have to remove them before they get all the way down.